Hey guys, my name is Sasha, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be talking about all the books that I'll be reading in June. So this June, the National Breast Cancer Foundation is challenging all Australians to go pink to both raise funds and raise awareness for breast cancer. So I will be not only going pink, as in dyeing my hair bright pink, I will also be wearing pink every day in June, and I will also only be reading pink books. So the main color you'll see in this video is predominantly pink, and the first pink book that I'll be picking up in June is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McKiston. This is one of my favorite books of all time. It was my most favorite book last year, and I've been waiting to reread this book for so long. I almost picked it up this May, but I just knew that I had to just wait a couple more weeks, and it's finally June, so I'm so happy to finally get in and read all about Alex and Henry again. So this book focuses on Alex, who is the son of the first female president of the United States, and Prince Henry, who is the Prince of England. And they're like hate to love romance, and I absolutely adored these two, and I adore the whole friendship group, and I really enjoy their little political plot points in it as well. This book is an like alternate timeline where Trump never won the election and President Ellen did, and I love it so much, and I just adore these two, and yeah, I love them. Love them. You know I love them. I know I love them. I love them. This next book is also a reread, and that is Summer Skin by Kirsty Eager. I read this book probably when I first started my Bookstagram, so that was back in 2016, I believe, and I read it for like a Aussie book club, and I really enjoyed it. So this is based in Brisbane, and it focuses on this girl called Jess, who last year in college, her best friend kind of got messed up with all these rumors that happened to her, which are completely untrue. So Jess is out for revenge for her best friend, and I enjoyed this book a lot. I love how it talks on sexism and feminism and just all the good things that you love to read in a book, and that it's based in Australia and based in Brisbane, which is like the capital city of my Queensland. So I cannot wait to reread this book and just see what I missed out on last time, because I don't know if you've ever done this, but whenever you reread a book, you like pick up on things that you never like saw before. But I really enjoyed these two, and I love how Jess like owns her sexuality in this as well. Like, she doesn't like to be called a slut because she enjoys sex, and that is totally such a good thing in my books anyway. This next book is from another Australian author. This is Queens of Geek by Jen Wild. This is about two different characters, so it's two POVs. You have Charlie, who is a Australian vlogger slash YouTuber who's starred in her first indie film, and so her and her best friend Taylor have gone to like a Comic-Con sort of thing over in the States with their other best friend. Charlie is there to promote her movie, but the main love interest in that movie is her ex-boyfriend, so she really doesn't want to deal much with him. But then she meets one of her favorite YouTubers, and some sparks might fly. You never know. And then you have Taylor, who is Charlie's best friend, and she is a little bit shy, but she can't wait to go to Comic-Con and meet, I believe it's her favorite author, or maybe like meet some like actors out of her favorite TV show. I remember that she's on the spectrum. I cannot quite remember if it's Asperger's or if it's autism, but I love how that is represented in this book, and I just love how she tries to step out of her comfort zone so she could just like enjoy the Comic-Con, and just, yeah, I love it. I love this book, and I love how pink it is, like just that pink hair, because Charlie has pink hair, and Another pink book that I will be rereading that I don't really remember much of is Divergent by Veronica Roth. This is the first in a dystopian trilogy. It's become all these movies, and I know it's a lot of people's favorite books. Apparently the last book's not everyone's favorite. I never read the last book, so I can't really comment on that. But I saw the pinkness and I thought, what a great book to read, because it might, like, this fantasy genre or dystopian genre will like cut up all the contemporary I'm reading this month. And I'm excited to go back in to Tris and 4 and just all of the anarchy that will unfold. The next book that I want to pick up in June is Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy. This is a gender-bent King Arthur retelling set in space. And if that doesn't like prick your ears and go, hang on, I want to read that, like, I don't know what will. When I saw that, I'm like, yes, please. I love my King Arthur. I haven't really read much of King Arthur, but I thought this was a great story concept, so I'm really excited to pick this up. This next book I'm super excited to read. It is The Right Swipe by Alicia Rye. This focuses on this girl right here, Rhiannon, who is like, I think she's the creator of like a Tinder-like app, and her romancy blooming with this gentleman here, who I believe is the face of the opposing Tinder-like app. And I've heard so many good things about this book, and I'm really excited to pick it up. I love my like romance. Like, I don't know if it's fake dating or if it's hate to love. Maybe it's like love to hate to love, but I am keen, and I believe this gentleman here is like a sports guy, and I really loved Intercepted, which is like a sports romance. So I don't know if it's like a true sports romance, but I cannot wait to pick this up, and I love the pink. I love it. Love it. This next book I'm pretty keen to read. I've not really read much in this genre, but this is The Mummy Bloggers by Holly Wainwright. So this book focuses on 3 different mummy bloggers who all are nominated to win this big prize, like big award for mummy blogging. It seems like it's going to be like a kind of a mystery thriller, but I'm not too sure, because like I thought that was blood on the Sunday, but maybe it's not. But I'm super excited to read this. A couple of my friends have actually started like mummy Instagrams, and I'm enjoying them so much. I love all their content, and I thought this would be a fun book to read, to pick up, because of what is happening and like who I'm surrounding myself with. And just, yeah, I'm just excited to, like, if it is a thriller, I'm so keen, because I haven't read a thriller in a long time, and I really just want to pick some up and just be like, guess, like, who done it? This next book is a graphic novel, and that is Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. I know there's not a lot of pink on this, but there's lots of pink on the spine, and there's like pink in the title and on the backpack. To be honest, I just really wanted to read this book because it is about these 2 boys, and it's like a boy meets boy love story, and I'm keen for it. I've heard so many good things about it, and because it is a graphic novel, it will be like a good thing to like break up all of the words that I'm reading. And yeah, it might be good to, like, if I am like slowing down, I'll be able to like just pick this up and like speed through it. So I am keen for that. The next book I want to pick up, I have reserved at the library, but it hasn't come in yet, and that is Pink Hair and Other Terrible Ideas by Andrea Pyros. So this is actually a book about breast cancer. Well, it's about this girl whose mum has been diagnosed with breast cancer, and I think it's just her trying to come to terms with that, and if like they should keep it a secret in the family, or should she tell people at school. But then her twin brother rocks up to school with bright pink hair, and the main character Josephine is just like freaking out because she is only 12 years old. So I'm excited to read this. I'm hoping it's a good representation of breast cancer, but I thought it was a perfect read to read for National Breast Cancer Foundation in June, which is what I'm doing this for. Now I do have some books on my Kindle that I've been wanting to read and I haven't because I've been waiting for June. And this next book is The Meet Cute Club by Jack Harbin. I believe this is a hate to love romance between this one guy. He like owns this book club, like he's the founder of this book club, and his favorite author like hasn't brought out a new book in ages. But like they still all come together and talk about them. But one of his workmates, because he works at a bookstore, always like teases him about this book club and whatever. But then one day the workmate shows up to the book club and they're like, what? Like, what's going on? So I'm keen to read another hate to love, and I love hate to love, okay? It's like one of my favorite tropes, okay? Like, you all knew that. Anyway, I've heard so many good things about this book and I am really excited to pick it up. So this next book on my Kindle is called Wasted Words by Stacey Hart. This is inspired by Emma from Jane Austen, and if you have watched Clueless, that is also inspired by Emma by Jane Austen. So I really love Clueless, so I'm excited to read this book, which will probably have Clueless aspects and Emma aspects. But this book focuses on Cam Emerson, who's rooming with Tyler Knight. I guess they're like roommates at college or something, and Cam is like your nerdy girl. She's only had boyfriends that have existed in between the pages of books, and Tyler's like your 6'6" ex-tight end with a face so all American it could have sold apple pie. So I'm excited to read that. It's only 350 pages, so I should be able to fly through it, but I love that cover. Like, how can you not? Like, it's just so cute, and I'm just really excited to read that. This next book on my Kindle I'm excited to read is The Secret Note by Lauren Rowe. This is a book about this one girl who just wants to have a night with her little brother's best friend because he's about to head back down to Australia, and she just would like to have one night with him. So she like gives him a secret note or whatever. But this is a little novella. It's only like 69 pages. Get it? 69 for a sexy smutty book. How do they come up with this stuff? There's not really much else to talk about, but yeah, she's like, I'm not going to fall in love with Ben. There's no time for that. But I'm sure as hell planning to have a damn good time with him tonight. I'm keen for some sexy, smutty books. Ooh. So these are all the pink books that I will be wanting to read this month. Let me know what you are reading this month, because I would love to know. And if you're reading any of these books as well, hit me up. I'd love to do a buddy read. But if you would like to donate to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, I will leave the link to my donation page down below. I hope that this has raised some awareness and that you all will be able to just look into it and research it more. But I'm super keen to read all these pink books and to dye my hair pink as well. I'm so excited. I'm so keen. Ugh. I've got my manic panic just waiting. I'm just waiting to hit the $500 mark on my fundraising page before I dye my hair pink. So guys, come on, help me out please. Yes. But that's it for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to be my friend, you can add me on Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter. They're all at sashreads, and I'll see you next time. Bye!